Hello everybody, and my name is Miss Retribution, and today's video is going to be about Ahri the Nine-Tailed Fox. We're going to talk about her abilities for some of you who don't know, or if you do, and that's cool, it's great. So her passive, every 9 stacks, which don't include autos, you have to use her abilities such as her Q, her W, her E, and her R to stack these attacks up. Every 9 stacks, she is able to heal back. If you use a certain one of her abilities, she will heal back. Only a little bit of health. Her Q sends out her orb and it comes right back to her, dealing magic damage on the way back, but it also gives her movement speed as the orb is traveling. Her E is Foxfire. She summons 3 orbs that go around her and they will auto attack any nearby enemies, which I prefer when I'm using when I have her passive up and it's ready to give me health back. I just prefer using the Q because it's just better. Her E is Charm, so for a few seconds an enemy will come to her, so especially it's really helpful if you're under tower and somebody's trying to attack you and you land your charm successfully. Then they would come under tower and get damaged, depending if they had, minions under there, then it depends. Her R is Spirit Rush, so she has 3 dashes, and then they stop. But that is also another ability that you can use to get around your enemies, and it helps you move faster. You can get over walls with it too, which is really helpful sometimes. But seeing as Season 7, you don't really need that. So, what I would say that you should max out first is your Q, because it does the most damage, and then you can either go for your W or your R, and I always max out E last because I don't really need to do a ton of damage with Charm. It sure is nice to have, but I'm going for more damage because her Charm doesn't really do anything. And the people I really like playing with, like the champion wise for Ahri, is that I prefer kind of the tank. See, because I like Threshes and Leonas. They can go in and I can just land my charm. Especially like people's snares, because it makes my job easier, because all of her abilities are skill shots except for her W and her R. So you have to land your E and your Q successfully most of the time. For AD carries, it doesn't really matter. I like all of them, but for me, I still like people that can, in a way, snare them, like Jinx and Caitlyn. Vayne is iffy, but I still play with all the AD carries. It doesn't really matter. For junglers, it doesn't really matter either, because they're all still pretty good, but I still like people that can bring them to you, or to stop them, or to stun them, or snare them, one of those. It really helps with your skill shots, but overall all the champions kind of work really well with her, depending on your skill level with Ahri. We all know the Ahri main on Twitch, right? I think his name's Vertical? I can't pronounce his name. Vertical. I really like his Ahri plays. I watch him all the time. For top laners, I usually still like the tank's top lane. I'm not really huge on the Rivens and all the squishy top laners, like Lissandra and so on and so forth. I still like to stick to the tank's top lane, like Aurelia. She's squishy early. Fiore's kind of squishy, depending what your runes are and everything and how you build her. But I really like just like Garen's and Darius's, because they're awesome and they really help. And if you're playing against somebody who's really hard to play against, and especially if you counter them, just ask for ganks and try to get a head start. Especially since if you have a really good mid laner, just ask for like a level 1 or level 2 gank, and they'll come and gank you if they're nice enough. And if you guys can kill the person, then that's even better. This has been Miss Retribution, and if you like this video, like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. Comment down below who I should do next, and I'm really looking forward to talking about Smite in my next video. Bye.